It's the next day. Our manager, the guy that I mentioned yesterday, he quit today. He put in his 2-week notice. That stinks. We had our L10 last night, and we ultimately decided, like, you know what, if we don't get the buildings, then we got to move on without some of our guys. And, you know, as I told you yesterday, we had no intent. We didn't want to move on from Steven. We wanted him to be the guy. He is our guy or was our guy. We just wanted to look for other management in case, well, number one, in case he flaked on us, or if he needed help. I mean, all the above. Everything was fine this morning. We're trying to build, we're starting to get going. Like, I'm excited because, you know, Steven didn't work today. He's gonna work in tomorrow. He said that he needed an IV because he was still sick. I get a text that says, I saw your ad. And I was like, oh, nice. So our Facebook ads are working. This is sweet. I didn't actually think you'd see one in your area. I was like, sweet. So FB, Facebook? He was like, no, your Indeed ad. I was like, okay, like that's fine. Like there's a logical explanation for the whole thing. There's a reason why we're doing it. If anything, we're gonna find a guy, if he's good, to do pavers and turf. Like I already talked to a guy that might help with pavers and turf because all of our landscaping jobs here require that. And Steven's not able to do it, which is fine. He blew up. Like he wouldn't talk on the phone. He said, this is my 2-week notice. He said, you guys are a bunch of liars. You guys always have lied. Like I have all this documentation that you've lied. I mean, he doesn't because we don't lie. And I've asked, like, can you please send it? Anything when you talk? Like, I'd love to hear how we lied, what we did. Like, we don't screw people. We had a job this winter. A guy didn't like it and he didn't even tell us, give us another chance to fix it. And he hired another company to come in and do it. And we didn't get paid 16 grand because of it. And we could have fought it, but we just want people to be happy, even if it's like our ass. Like, we get screwed. In this scenario, we're paying a whole lot for this manager, and his division's losing money. In the contract, it requires him to work more than 40 hours. He rarely reaches that number. We've lost money on him and his group every week except for 2 since January 30th. And we still make the payment. We still give him a chance. And even when he blows up at us, we still try again because that's just what we do. We give people benefit of the doubt. I was very responsive, very respectful. I told him, like, you were our guy. We wanted to build around you. Recently, clearly you just don't want to be around us. Like, you've called us liars. You've gotten mad at us. You've taken extra time off. Like, all these things. You haven't showed up to our meetings, blah, blah, blah. We're just not a good fit. And I said, that sucks. I don't think we want to build anything right now down here while looking for a new general manager because it might hurt our ability to make more money in Minnesota right now. And we need the cash. So we were just like, hey, like we are probably going to just shut down here until the fall. With that being said, are you looking to build your own company? If so, do you want to take over the clients? Do you want to? Because we were trying to like have a nice jumping off point. And he just responded with, you guys are liars. No, I don't want to take care of those clients. Like, blah, 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 blah. Tried calling, didn't answer. And it's just like, man, 12 hours ago, I thought I had a reasonably good manager that was a friend. And now it's like, he's treating me like an enemy. He told me some employees quit, in quotes. And so I told him, great, like that's good news because we also don't want to lose the money. We don't want to lose more money. Couple minutes later, he said, oh, these guys will have the state will be calling you for unemployment from these guys. These guys are going to file unemployment. I was like, that's going to be hard because you said they quit. He said, well, this doesn't look good, in quotes, when I said, you know, we need to let them go originally because I need to save money. Because we did, we're losing money. So if he quit, Steven, and then he's gonna be around for 2 more weeks and we lose money every time he's in the field because he has guys that don't need to be working, obviously the call would be, we shouldn't have those guys work. But yeah, so just dealing with unemployment will be annoying. When we really do the math on it, it's not like we're gonna be able to vet someone within the next couple of weeks. And it would require me to be here to vet. And once we did vet, I do have to go home around the 4th because, well, I have a wife. She's pregnant and I want to see her. I could come back again in a couple weeks, but realistically, it's like, are we gonna just be breaking even down here for months? We might do revenue, might do plenty of revenue, but if you just break even and don't do large profits, who cares? What, we just wanna say we do a lot of revenue and have a lot of employees but don't have profit? Who cares? Just more work for no good reason. Yeah, I think we've all decided that it's time to pick up, I'm gonna bring at least one truck, and I'm gonna bring a truck and trailer home with me and all our stuff. We could use it in Minnesota, and we're gonna just double down on Minnesota. And we're gonna prep like crazy in September and October to kill it here. We're not giving up in Arizona, that's for sure. Not going to give up. I mean, we're not gonna take the lessons we learned and then just run. That doesn't make any sense. So we're just gonna focus on gaining as much cash as possible over the next couple months to really protect ourselves going into the off season. Then we'll be right back down here, killing it. Yeah, big change in events today. Legitimately, like, I was here, got an assistant, the assistant had signs ready, we had social media ready. This morning when I got that text, I was currently rebuilding our site to have our premium service, what we should call it our first class service, our business economy, or our business class service, and then our economy service. I'm so excited to roll it out. Like, I've been ready to meet with clients. Like, I have some client meetings later in the week that were gonna be for like turf, pavers, and planting, and we were gonna, I was trying to find some guys to fill that with Steven, but yeah, we couldn't keep him in the loop because he didn't show up to the L10. So it's tough, man. Like, it sucks. Like, I just don't get why everything has to be so personal. Like, we should all try hard to make each other's lives better. And when you try, some people just go off the deep end and just attack. It's like a war. It's like, that's not what we're trying to do. It's not why you do business. You don't do business to just start a war and fight, and you try to like improve your life and other people's lives. So yeah, it blows. Over the next 10 days, I suppose we'll be doing damage control, trying to make sure our clients end up in a good spot, figuring out materials, equipment, stuff like that here, and legal documents. I mean, termination agreements, other agreements, just everything. Big time suck. But we don't quit. We just learn and we move on and just do better. So tomorrow will be a new day. I'm gonna go work out, and then I got a whole lot of quotes to send out tonight. It's gonna be a late one. Thanks for being a part of this journey. Bye.